So Joe, congratulations on the All-Star game. You must be excited.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting. Didn't expect it, but it was nice to hear the news when Coach told me last week. So.
Was it a validation of all the hard work you've put into this season so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think over the last year I've learned how to become a pro hockey player and live the proper lifestyle, and I think I worked hard this summer, and it's kind of fed into this season.
Your family must have been happy when they heard.
Yeah, no, I told my parents. They're pretty excited, and they know how much I love the game, and it's exciting to be on a pretty good team here, which definitely helps with me getting there. So.
Is this your first All-Star game?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's my third year here, and it's pretty exciting to get the first one going.
They typically have challenges like a rapid-fire challenge or a breakaway relay. Have you taken part in those kinds of things before?
I have not. The mini games I tend to do pretty bad at, so I better start working on it here in the next few weeks.
Any of your family or friends going to have a chance to travel with you to Orlando?
I think my dad will look into it. It is a short trip there. I think it's a day and a half we're there, but we'll see. I got brothers who play too, so we'll see if they're going to come. If not, they'll find a way to watch it online or something.
Switching gears for you, what's your assessment of your season so far? If you were looking at your game from a fly in the wall perspective.
I think it's been pretty consistent actually. Last year I was pretty inconsistent when I played to start the year, and I think throughout this season I tend to try to keep the guys in the game, and that's basically my main job, is just to keep them in the game, and hopefully we can squeeze out those ones that are close. But I think for the most part my confidence is there. Last year it took a while to get, and that's huge in this game, and again I got a good team around me, which helps too.
Is there any particular goalie that you modeled your game after from watching the NHL?
Well, I skate with Corey Schneider in the summer, and being with him in Vancouver those few years, going to training camp and growing up in the same area, he's a guy that I look up to and tend to keep in touch with throughout the year, just on tips and whatnot. And he's a guy who, when he plays well, he makes the game look easy, so I try to do the same.
Have you made any major changes or adjustments to your game this year that have contributed to your success?
No, just little things. I mean, each week it's one thing or another. It's not necessarily one thing. So just try to go into practice and stay consistent with following rebounds and staying sharp. And ultimately that's what's hopefully going to get me to the next level, and just good habits throughout the year.
What's a typical day for you when you have a start coming up? How do you prepare mentally and physically?
Well, try to stay hydrated the night before. That's huge. You get a good meal in you the night before, and morning of, just feel the puck, kind of feel good about yourself and not overexert yourself, but get a good sweat, and then in the afternoon get a good pregame meal, a nap, and just try to stay focused for the night.
You went up to Utica for about a month there, and you got into one game. I bet you were sitting there on the bench going, I want to play, I want to play.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a goalie, there's only one net, right? So it was nice to be there. Practices definitely made me better, and it was good to see some familiar faces from last year. The game went pretty well, but just working towards getting back up there when I get my next shot, and try to make the most of it. So.
Did you get a chance to work with any of the Vancouver goalie coaches while you're up there?
Yeah, Dan Kluche was there for a week. He usually comes in twice a month and works with us, and me not playing much, I got a lot of work with him, and we got to look at some videos of guys in the NHL and what they do and just practice habits, so he tried to keep it as game-like as possible for us.
The Reign have been skating a lot of forwards on D the last few weeks. Has that been any challenging for you?
Yeah, I mean, for them, I'm sure it's very challenging, but that's just, we got a deep team here, which is nice to see, and guys just doing whatever they can just to get guys healthy. But no, Sheener and Zeke are doing a great job back there, and we got guys, Biggs, Reggie, Brownie, Juice, those guys playing some big minutes. So it's huge, and that's the thing for the goalies, for us, that we can work on, is just kind of taking whistles and slowing it down for them and whatnot. But I think those guys have done a pretty good job for not being defensemen.
And have you ever been in a center ice goalie fight?
I've not. I got that question, I don't know where we were, an event the other night. One of the kids asked me, but I'm not much of a fighter. You said he may go at it once this year if he gets an opportunity, but That's not me.
All right, good luck in Orlando.
Yeah, thanks.